Got something in mind for you and I. Close your eyes for your surprise tonight. Candlelight, romantic heights tonight. What's inside, I will find tonight. We run and forget the fun. There's no one time. Let's make love. Let's meet the sun. It's no reservations, invitations tonight. Play baby faces, start a nation tonight. Relaxation. What's up, our friends out in Shyland? Welcome to the Frankie and Nycee radio show on intellectualradio.com. What's up, Nycee?
Hey, what's up, Frankie?
I'm great. I'm feeling great, feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
Good. I'm feeling the same way.
That's
It's been a
good.
great day.
It has. It has been a great day at Jeepers. Yeah. Yes.
Jeepers.
Throw Bizzle, that
Should I
was one of
even
my first
ask?
jobs. That was one of my first jobs.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the Jeepers family. Yeah, so how was your weekend?
Oh, I pretty much worked this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about
You know,
Halloween though?
Halloween was really fun. Since I work on the weekends, I'm off on Mondays. And I just decided I wanted to do something fun. Me and my girlfriend, we just went out to actually up north where the boys hang out.
Where the boys at? Boys Town, honey.
Where the boys hang out, and
Uh-huh.
it was a lot of fun. Everybody was dressing up in costumes, and we went to this. I'm like a musical nut, so of course that's why when I saw it, I had to go. So they were doing like musical Mondays, and they were playing like musicals. Like
What?
it was crazy.
Like
Yes, like they were playing
Mary
Mary
Poppins.
Poppins, but it was the scenes, like the musical scenes from the
Okay,
show,
so like
from
West
the
Side
yeah, but
Story.
it would be the actual song like Maria, everything
Right.
that's been on Broadway. They did Sister Act and the Rocky Horror Picture
Picture show.
Show.
Of course you gotta
This
do that on
yeah,
Halloween.
it was really a fun time. Like
That's
everybody,
cool.
it was great. Like it was the costume show, everything. So I can't believe I had that much fun. I didn't think I was.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
hmm
Yes. And Halloween it seemed like it was like really festive for everybody.
I know, and that's so crazy. Like growing up, Halloween was like, oh no, we don't celebrate Halloween. That's the devil's day.
I think right, and and then you had the Hallelujah, which was always
Right.
horrible. The
hmm
Hallelujah party, I'd be
Or
like,
the
oh my god,
Harvest Fest.
oh,
Yeah, I
where
used to
everybody sit
enjoy
around
those. I mean,
eating.
those were nice too. They were trying to get us in so make sure we didn't feel left out.
Right.
Y'all know how it was
Halloween,
as being
hallelujah,
a church kid.
hallelujah party. I'd be like, what? Then
Right.
you have all these restrictions to the point where people just come in their church clothes. Like,
I know.
you
Like they come in their church
can't dress
clothes
like
or like let their
this.
kids
You
dress up.
can't dress like that. Your mom be like, just put your church skirt on.
That's so funny. But what did you do this weekend,
This
Frankie?
weekend, what did I do this weekend? I spent the weekend with one of the most beautiful people in the world, my baby sister. My sister is getting married, y'all, November 19th to this knucklehead man named Lavelle. And I'm so, all
Oh,
jokes aside, I love him to death. I do. and we had the bachelorette party for her. So I spent a lot of my time drunk listening to ratchet music and eating at the Taco Burrito King in a limousine.
Right, Chicago's greatest Taco Burrito King. So that's awesome. Celebrating love this weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We crashed a biker party. Okay, so one thing y'all got to understand about me, I got to turn it this way. I'm really weird. One, I'm sure most of you guys know that I'm weird, but I'm also very much the one friend that always gets you in trouble. So if we go out together, we're going to see something crazy, or we're going to do something exciting, or we're going to see somebody
Yeah,
new.
I like those kind of
Yeah,
friends.
like
Yeah.
remember we were at Subterranean and the magician came up?
Yes, a magician out of
Out of
nowhere.
nowhere.
He
I
was
was
just
like,
on
it's
the
because I'm
street.
here.
And he was great too. Like he really surprised us all. I couldn't even believe it. We have video. We'll
Yes,
put
we
that
have
up on our
footage. We have
page.
footage. But yeah, it was cool. So I spent the time with her, and Sunday recovered. And then Monday, of course, is Halloween. And I have a 7-year-old, as many of you know, Miles Rashad, DJ Rock. Rebirth the Cool. That's my son, and and he wanted to do something for Halloween. So of course he got with his cousins, and the best part of the night was that my cousins and my sister, they got them all kinds of junk food and made them hot dogs and all kinds of stuff and whatnot. All in festive occasion, purposes and whatnot. And the best part was telling them that we didn't have any candy for them and all of their reactions.
That's so wrong.
It was so good. My son was the most dramatic. My son was totally over the top with it. How dare you? How dare you? I'm sorry, but I hate. And he looked at me when he said hate, and I looked at him like, I wish you would say I hate you. I get off this table. I don't care how much of a Joe Weedy played on y'all. Knock fire from you.
Oh no, Miles, we don't use that
We
word.
don't use the word hate.
We don't use that
And he
word.
stormed over to the staircase. And the staircase is dark, and all you can see is these little pointy ears and folded arms. He was so mad at me, but it was so great.
Yeah,
It
that's
was so
so
great.
wrong. I was telling her in the car about how you can't tease a kid on Halloween about candy,
Yes, you
because
can.
candy is really a big deal on
Yeah,
Halloween.
they don't need no candy. They don't need no
That's the
candy.
day that we're having candy. Is you're right. You can go outside and get it and trick or treat, and like everybody has candy everywhere. You
But
know.
for real, I didn't share this with you in the car, but my baby brother is 18 years old. And I was living in Schaumburg when he was younger, right? And my mother had got on this whole spiel. Like, I think she just got cheap. She just didn't want to buy costumes no more or make costumes. She got cheap and lazy. Because we had costumes coming up for Halloween. And when my mother came up, it was like, oh, I don't do Halloween. Halloween is the devil's holiday. I'm just too Christian to do it now. Oh, okay. All right then. So when he was younger, you know what I used to do? She wouldn't let me send him a costume, but I would send him a box full of candy. I mean, I'm talking like a 10-pound box
Of candy.
of nothing but
Oh goodness.
candy. And I would ship it to the house because I wasn't going to show up like that. I'm not going to die. And he would get it and he would be so ecstatic. Like that would be like his favorite thing ever to get that big box of candy. I did that all the time. But nevertheless. So we have this we
That's
have this
crazy.
great show. It is crazy. But
Hmm.
do you expect anything less? No, Niecy, come on now. You already know. Call in and tell us how crazy we are. 708-223-8953. Speaking of crazy, there's this dude on the couch that's kind of crazy back here. He said, ha 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 ha. Dose Akis, Dose Akis laugh. Be thirsty, my friends.
That's funny. Like the Old Spice guy.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna bring him on. Hey, what's up? What's up, John Pierce? Oh my God. What's up, Tasha? What's up, Jason Grant? My friend said, gotta hustle hard for the candy,
You have
goggles
to.
and cakes. Okay. So this story is hilarious. I need you to call in and tell that story, Erin. Call in and tell that story. 708-223-8953. She says she can't call in. The reason So they did her child bogus, one of her children real bogus, her grandbaby. So I guess the baby needed a costume. The baby didn't have no costume. So they dressed up. What was the name? Tell me the name. Tell me what y'all. They put goggles on a baby and wrapped the cape around her neck and told her that she was like Dracula's cousin or something.
What?
And that was the poor baby's costume. It was just a bad thing. Oh, it was so bad. Okay, don't see that's abuse. What's up, Bass Claiborne from Grown Folks?
What's going on, Base?
Candace Broadnex, thanks for joining in. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break. Thanks for Dracula's sidekick. That's what it is. Thanks you
Dracula
for tuning
sidekick.
in into
Your family
intellectual.
is crazy. Just want to let y'all know, if you guys didn't know, like our host, and I'm just realizing that her entire family has problems.
She's an honorary family member. She's not blood, but it's close enough, right? Okay, so call in, y'all. 708-223-8953. 223-8953. We're going to take a quick break so that we can bring on our special guest so that we can bring up our topic of discussion, which I think he's going to be surprised about. All right, we'll be back. Frankie and Nycee Radio Show, intellectualradio.com.
I saw it once when I was 17. Those kids were hanging out and making a scene. They were running around, bare-chested, sun in their eyes. You know they're living and loving out loud. I saw it once when I was 22. Those kids were in the streets with nothing to lose. They were singing and shouting, down with the king. You know the future is really alive. Those kids are gonna find it out tonight. Just full of dreams, they're gonna set the world on fire. Those kids are gonna make you feel alright. But it's easy to run and it's easy to hide, but you find it when you're feeling uptight. Just full of dreams, they're gonna set the world on fire. Those kids are gonna make you feel.
And we're back on the Frankie and Nycee Radio Show, intellectualradio.com, iHeartRadio, iHeartRadio, iHeartRadio.
That was our technical difficulties.
We're learning.
Yeah,
We're
we're
learning. Fix it,
learning.
Jesus. Jesus be a sound
Yes,
engineer.
and speaking of that, yes, I was just trying to get together our YouTube page that is actually up and running. And I kind of started it while the song was playing, but it's all right. It's
But it
fine. We're
is
gonna have
up.
to keep it
Nisi, what's
moving.
the page? What's the name of the page?
The name of the page is it's actually the Frankie and Nycee Radio Show.
Awesome. So you guys can go and
Yeah,
check.
this is our first time streaming
Yes.
live, so
So you got many ways of seeing us. YouTube, intellectualradio.com, or Facebook Live. Okay. So don't say you can't see. It's all right. All right. Okay. Speaking of seeing, we would like to see our nice young guests come on up to the microphone. I want y'all to put y'all hands together for the talented songwriter, singer, and barbecue specialist.
and photographer.
and
Don't forget
photographer. I always think about the food first. Give it up for Mr. Daniel Hammond, y'all.
Mr.
Yay!
Hammond, so good to
What's
have
up?
you.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Mr. Hammond? What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
How you feeling, man?
I'm great. I'm great. I feel good.
Thanks for the invitation. Can
Oh,
you see? Can you see? Can you see yourself?
yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the invitation and thanks for accepting the invitation to our show. We appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
So this is how I called Daniel last week. Okay. I had already scheduled him to be on the show without even asking him permission to be on the show because I'm just boss like that. Like I just call and be like, hey, you gonna be on my show. All right. And they go, yes, mommy. No, that ain't how it really happened.
That's not maybe in my mind. But
So we asked him to come on the show because we want to make sure we have a list of people that we just wanted to have on the show, and you were one of the people on the list of the show. So we just want to say thank you.
oh, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so tell us, Mr. Daniel Hammond. I heard the last time that you were on stage, you were at Grown Folks Business.
I was. It went really well. It went really well. Well, for those that don't know, I took a bit of a break from music because I've been working on other arts, culinary arts, visual arts, and so I miss being like on the mic.
Yeah.
and I miss projecting my emotion out, via song. And I did. I did it, and it was great. And I had a great time. And shout out to Bass Claiborne for letting me come in and do
Shout out
that.
to Bass.
Yeah, Bass
I've
for
been
sure.
walking in Central Park. That's an inside joke. Inside joke. Okay.
So it went great. I thought it was a great performance. Actually, the one of the songs I performed is on YouTube. If you type in Daniel Hammond on
Okay.
YouTube, it is on YouTube.
What's the name of the song?
Wait for Love by Luther Vandross. Those of
Okay.
you don't
Oh
Luther
yeah, I
fans.
was there
You were
actually.
there?
Yeah, because we actually performed on the same night at the Grown Folks
Hmm.
Business. I'm gonna do a real quick plug. That's Bass Claiborne and Butterfly and Donovan, and they usually have their shows at the Subterraneum
November 20th
on
is the next
the
one.
Yeah,
November
that's the
20th is the
next
next
one.
one. Okay, but they
Hmm.
usually have their shows
I'm
on.
featuring.
Yes,
Oh
Yeah,
snap!
featuring
That's right.
you
Frankie
know.
on Sunday
I
evening.
agreed.
So yeah, so I was there that night, and he was like, "How many of you guys like Luther Vandross?" I was like, "Yeah, just being part of the crowd, participating." And when he did that song, I was like, "Oh, okay." For some reason, I just knew he was gonna do it. Like,
So did he
that's
sound
just a
like
good reason.
did he sound like Big Luther or Skinny
It
Luther?
was more. It was like in between
It was like
Luther.
middle
I
Yeah,
think
it
Luther,
in
was like
between.
in
Luther.
I think in
between.
between.
Luther.
Okay.
We didn't
Yeah.
know if Luther was going up or down.
Okay. He was just there.
He was just there.
The stop to love, Luther.
Stop to
he
love.
he might have stopped at 8. I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
There is
We're
something wrong.
silly.
There's something
Yeah.
clearly wrong. So yeah, we heard that you had a great show, and so you said you have expanded yourself. So I know about Smoky Soul because the food's delish.
Look at here
Okay,
now. Let me tell you
let's
something.
talk about Smoky.
Let's
Let's
talk
just
Um,
let's
about
just
Smoky
well,
Soul.
let's just have a moment of just deliciousness.
look, I'm an artist. So as an artist, everything I do in the arts has to be top notch. So my music, pretty good. My barbecue,
Man, it's delicious.
it's really good. And that all started from me just cooking in my backyard, and a lot of my friends
Coming over.
paying me to make the food.
Mhm.
They'll actually buy the meat and have me
Mhm.
cook it. So after a while, it started getting like hard on my time. So I said I might as well start charging people for this.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
And Smoky Soul was born from there, like in August of 2013.
And then
And
you go around the city and you set up shop in different areas,
I set
right?
up shop mostly at 63rd Street Beach
Okay. I remember the
during the
plugger.
summer.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a food truck? Is that what
No,
you do?
no,
Or
no. You know what I do? I rent a U-Haul
oh,
and
okay.
I have a big, huge barrel grill, and I go out there. I light up, and the grill itself attracts attention.
Right.
The
Right.
grill itself
Okay.
attracts.
You know, black people are looking
Yeah,
on the south side for a grill.
absolutely.
For a
Okay.
grill and
Absolutely.
some smoke.
You come out of the house party, you be right around the corner for some spaghetti.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like,
So
hey, you got sides with that too?
okay, right. So and all I did was, I served meat.
Right. That's all
I
he
served meat only in
serves.
some
Right.
bread,
Mhm.
and we eating. That's pretty much all
I
I
had
do.
some chicken
some
at his
sauce.
house one day. He was like, "You sure you don't want none?" I was like, "I'm gonna try this."
Mhm.
But I was like, "Oh, it's good. It's delicious.
Okay.
It's good. It's
And
good."
I actually I took the time to make sure that barbecue especially on the south side of Chicago is I don't throw shade at other places. You know what I mean? I always say it could be better. You know what I mean? And I want to I try my best to make it top notch and make it the best. And I don't use sauce. No sauce included in my
No
That's
sauce.
in my
good.
food.
That means you're not eating extra stuff we shouldn't be
That's
eating.
right.
Right.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about D Hammond photography.
Okay, so as an artist again, I ended up picking up a camera back in December,
Okay.
and I always wanted to. I knew I had the eye for it, so got a camera back in December of last year, and since then it has been a wild ride. I've done photo shoots, I've done weddings, and the pictures come out great, and I'm constantly creating when it comes to photography.
So you said you had a project that you're working on about
I'm
that
working on
involves other artists.
Yeah, I'm working on a Chicago artist project. So I'm looking to turn this into some type of book or photography, blog or whatnot, where I could just get artists around Chicago from different angles of artistry, culinary, tattoo artists, painters, barbers, singers, all of the above. I just want to get
So
uh,
these are mostly like the arts that you are involved in that you want people to see different sides of.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
pretty
That's a good
So
cool.
concept.
So did you have training in photography
I do
or it's
not.
just something that just
I
happened to
have a
just be?
class under my belt
Hmm.
now, but
Okay.
but before then I didn't. I just picked up a camera and went.
Right. Some people need to hear that
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's just like they can, if you have an eye for something, it seems like nowadays everybody has an eye for
Right.
something
Everybody
because
wants
of.
to be a photographer,
Yeah.
Right,
right?
but some
Some
people
people
it
are
still
better.
really
Yeah.
Yeah.
is out there, and you
Yeah.
just pick it up and you just practice, and like I think it's amazing. It's awesome.
You got a lot of people take advantage of that concept
Hmm.
too, of being a
Yeah.
photographer.
Right.
But
But it's the same thing with being a singer. I mean,
true, true.
in my opinion, or a dancer.
Mhm.
You could do you can Dougie and now you a dancer. Like you got a YouTube clip and you got about 1,000 hits. Now you're a choreographer. You know
A hip hop choreographer.
you're a hip hop choreo. You're not even a hip hop choreographer. You're like a
Well, you will
theatrical
be if you get a
choreographer.
couple of names up under your belt,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
That's very
it's
true.
just
You're
like you
right.
can't like you could say it all you want, but if like you kind of have to show your credit for it
Right.
as
You
That's
well.
gotta
right.
So
at the end
Hmm.
of the day as singers, I know I'm like, okay, so you're a singer. What qualifies you? Can I see some work?
That's right. Yeah.
Something. I mean, I don't come at people like that because I don't
Hmm.
want people to feel uncomfortable, but I get, how this is a great example. You know how rap artists have crossed over into acting
Yeah.
and then, or
Hmm.
singers and performers or reality stars cross over into acting and the actors say, well, I don't get how they're getting to work when I put in the years of the training.
Right.
mhm.
You can never replace that. But then there's moments where you just have a gift,
Hmm.
Yeah.
you know,
That's it.
and I don't think there's a medium. I think it's one or the other. That's just my opinion on intellectualradio.com.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break because we want to bring up our topic of discussion. I'm holding it out because I just think it'd be so much cooler.
I'm frightened.
Don't be afraid. You know me so well to be
Uh-huh.
afraid. You
Yeah, I know.
should.
I'm trying to tell you.
You
Halloween's yesterday.
should. We'll be back. Frankie and Nycee Radio Show.
I can make you realize that we were meant to fly and touch beyond the sky. And you can paint all the mountains you move. Write a song to an after sad groove. Regain all the things that you lose. You don't really need to have a good time. Have a good time, baby. All you need to do is love yourself. And just relax your mind. Relax your mind. Oh, yeah. 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 There's a power that just can't be ignored. Grow your wings and then, baby, you can soar. Express yourself more than ever before. And they will need you, so don't turn away. Our people need uplifting today. Holding it in is just never the way. You don't need nobody else to have a good time. No. Have a good time, baby. got to do. All you gotta do. You don't need nobody else. Need nobody else.
And we're back on the Frankie and Nycee radio show, intellectualradio.com, iHeartRadio, iHeartRadio,
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio,
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio,
All right, so we
iHeartRadio.
just played a
Okay.
song by Daniel Hammond. Would you like to introduce what your song was, Daniel?
Yeah, the name of that song is called "Life and Art"
Uh
off
huh.
my EP, which I finally will be getting ready to release. Called "A Better Way," Volume One, "Life and Art." So check it out. It's coming soon, y'all.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Life in art. Life in art. Okay, so speaking of life,
That's good.
maybe 20 to life at this point. I ain't
Uh-oh.
trying to get nobody in trouble, okay? This is just a real conversation, all right? We want to talk about some real stuff. Okay, so listen. Money. Money can either make or break a relationship. You know, you can either be attracted to someone because they have lots of money, or you can leave someone because they have no money, right? So these are the extremes of it. But we want to talk about some celebrities that are, going through some things, and then we want to bring
Yes,
up a subject
ma'am.
matter.
Hmm.
Okay. So let's talk about Mary. You want to drop the Mary line?
Okay, so like we were just thinking about what the discussion was, what we're going to talk about tonight. So I just realized we never touched on Mary J. Blige and what's going on with her and her husband, as far as how much money he wants with I guess with the divorce.
Hmm.
And it's what's the word again? They call it
Alimony.
with the alimony that he
Hmm.
wants. So I was just thinking, is that really a ridiculous number? Because just how women would want marriage to be like, if we talk about what women want, we really want our man to be like the provider, or make sure that if I come in with something, I'm leaving with the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it's just like, with all the money that he wants, like, do you think that he's within his right to get this money, as far as him being her husband and she was the breadwinner in the home? So
Okay.
yeah.
So do you know anything about this, Daniel?
I know some of it. I know. I know that he wanted X amount of dollars, and did she sign up? There was a prenup, but
They
there
s-
was,
yep, there was a prenup. Okay,
but
I got the
yeah, I need
facts.
the facts. I need.
Okay, let me just lay the facts out. Mary J. Blige, Kendu Isaac, they split recently, but they've been married since 2003. Kendu is seeking spousal support at the tune of $129,000 per month. Okay,
Jeez.
right, that's what we said.
Right.
She already gave him $135,000 in July. That was not contractual. She just kind of just laid it on him. Okay. The reasons for why he needs to keep that type of amount of money, what he's requesting, is that he wants to keep up with his private chef, his personal trainer,
Hmm.
rent coverage on several properties,
Wow.
support of his children and his parents, and he's still her manager.
Oh,
So how
I
fair?
didn't know
So
that.
let's talk about it. Is this fair
As from a man's perspective,
from
because
a man's
I'm gonna
perspective?
All right.
always say
Okay.
that it's unfair, because that's because that's how I was raised, or how I saw things happen in my life.
Uh,
But
uh,
I've always heard that the man like would be the provider. I mean, I know it's different nowadays. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Traditionally, yes.
Hmm.
Traditionally, you are correct. However, in this situation, this is more or less about the law and not really about morals or about
Hmm.
standards. So the that if whoever's making the most money, pretty much, um, they have to, and then they get divorced, and there was no prenup that said that they don't get it. He has the right to say, "I need this, this, and that," to that I was already living. So, for example, Dwayne Wade, um,
And his wife,
and his ex-wife,
ex-wife,
um, there was a prenup signed.
right?
Hmm.
She got nothing, nothing. She got nothing, and it showed. But he made sure that 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 whatever happens, he doesn't. he doesn't have to give up too much.
Right.
So in this situation, this is about the court and it's about law. The law states no matter who it is, man or woman, because if it was a woman, if it was switched over, women be like, "Ah, get it, girl, get that money, girl." That there's a lot of football
I mean,
players.
there would be that, but I also think, and also this is a personal thing. It's like
Mhm.
a personal ethical thing.
Mhm.
In my opinion, if I know that I'm splitting, I know that I'm going to lose out on something. I don't know if that is the wrong attitude of thinking, but I don't think I would be asking for no personal training, no chef, and
Yeah,
all that
that's a
stuff.
luxury. That
That's what I'm saying.
It is a luxury.
that's where it looks weird in the court. If you take that in the courtroom, stating things like that looks weird. It poses a red flag as a man. So at this point in time, he's asking for a chef, personal trainer, my dude.
And to
Come
take
on.
care, and to support children that are not hers. These children are not hers, and his parents.
That's unnecessary. Unless she was doing all of that already. See, that's where it gets weird.
But
That's where the
does
catch is.
generosity is generosity something that should be measured upon what the court believes or what a person? This is the question.
Right. You do this for this person because you're with them and
Right.
you love them. So it's just like I have to keep doing it if we're not together.
That doesn't in this situation
Okay.
that has no merit.
Because
In the
it's the
court of law,
marriage.
it has no
Because
merit
of the
in the court of law.
marriage.
Because marriage in hindsight is still a legal thing, a legal binding contract or whatnot. You break the contract, there is hell to pay pretty much.
So do you? I mean, as a man, do you agree with Kendu? Asking to be restored or maintained in this lifestyle based upon her funds. Now, mind you, I forgot one fact. She only made, and I shouldn't say only because in a normal person's life, it's a lot of money.
Right.
But she only made something like $5 million last year.
$5 million.
That's it. And he's asking for $120 a month.
A month.
Holy.
That's I'm making it harder, right?
Is it reasonable? No, it's not reasonable. It makes no sense. He could have very well been better off by pretty much saying, "Hey, look, give me 50,000 a month, and that's it." You can keep it like that because at the end of the
that
day,
won't even pay for his cooking and his shit.
he'll be all right. That
$50,000
will require him to be a man and get a job.
But he has a job. He's a
He's
manager.
still her manager.
He ain't gonna be a manager for long. You think he'll be a manager?
I mean,
Unless
it all
on the
depends. It
contract.
all depends on that too.
Right, unless there's
Because if there is a contract
yeah.
and she breaches the contract, then
Right.
he might be allotted so many dollars because we
worse.
don't know. We don't know what it is.
Makes me feel like that he set that up just in case.
It might be. And now what he's saying is that he's accusing her of shaming him and financial suffocation. I don't know what it is either. What is financial suffocation?
Is that giving somebody too much money?
No, it's like I guess it
like
would.
you're suffocating because you're losing money, like
Well,
not because you're
placing on you. She's putting the financial suffocation. So she's going she's like, I'm suffocating you. You're suffocating because I won't allow you to breathe because you have so many bills. So he's suffocating from the bills.
Right.
Okay.
I guess.
He says he filled out court statements.
I mean, let me get on Kendu's side real quick because I mean those probably are a lot of bills.
I'm sure.
It might be a lot of bills.
Cut it.
You should have thought about it. No, the song is cheaper to keep her.
Right.
You should have.
I'm telling you.
I mean, or cheaper to keep him. That would have been a lot easier. Because I mean, at the end of the day, he's still getting a check. She would have been better just paying him as a manager and keeping him in a different wing of the house. That's just my part.
Right.
That's just my. Okay, so the question of the day is: should women as breadwinners be accountable for spousal support as men are? So let me repeat it. Should women as breadwinners be accountable for spousal support as men are? Does the role matter as a woman? Should you get more because you're a woman? Or should it
Or
be?
should you pay less because you're a woman?
Hmm.
That what you mean?
Yep.
Mm. You
Yeah.
want me to answer
Yes.
that?
I mean, I
I
know what
think
you're gonna say.
listen, you know what I'm gonna say. I'll be honest with you. It's just like being a parent. It's like child support, same concept. Um, I think men get a bad rap when it comes to child support and things like that, and alimony. I think that everything should be equal. I think that if at the end of the day, if if the female's the woman's the breadwinner or makes the most money, no matter what, they should abide by the same laws the man has to abide by. As the years that women have fought for equality in the workplace, which they still ain't getting, and equality as voters, things like that. All these years they've been fighting for equality, but when it comes to certain things, I think everything should be equal,
Okay.
especially when it comes to finances, especially. So again, it's not about the man is supposed to be the breadwinner. It's not about the morality of everything or the personal standards of everything. It's pretty much law, and normally they don't connect law with
But I
with
mean, at what
morality.
point? Okay, because I know that law is important, but at the same time, what point do we admit that the man should be the provider? Okay, and I'm saying this.
Hmm.
Let me say this. I come from a family. We just talked about this in the car.
Mhm.
I come from a family where my mother was primarily the provider. I mean, the not provider, but the breadwinner. Okay. My father would have ups and downs because of the industry that he was in. So some years he would make a whole lot more, some years he would make a whole lot less.
Hmm.
Okay. But my mother went to work every day she had the master's degree. My father did the cooking and cleaning at home. And he still worked and everything. But I felt like, when they divorced, under the circumstances that they did divorce, I wish he would have asked for some money. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, okay, one, you don't have the kids. She's taking care of the family.
Right. Hmm.
And now, you gonna open your mouth and ask me for some money, and you got two left feet. I mean, you got two good standing feet. They one foot, the right foot, and you can get up and walk and go into a line and get a job.
Hmm.
I just think that I don't think that a woman should take advantage of a man, but I think a man should be a man, and I don't think that he
Hmm.
deserves to have all this money personally. That's just my
Oh, I
opinion.
don't. I don't either. I totally agree with you on that one. I don't think that. I think that it's absurd the amount of money
But
that he's asking for.
I do believe that men have been mistreated in our society on the
Mhm.
basis of child support, only because it's another way to lock you up.
Yep.
So they use it
Hmm.
in the wrong way. How do you tell a man, okay, you don't pay child support? That means I'm gonna suspend your license. So if I got a job, I can't get to work.
Right.
And then
Then I finally get pulled over. Then I get pulled over, and then I go to jail because I'm driving on suspended license. Now I have a
Mhm.
group fines that take away from my children's mouth.
Yep.
Like it's a cycle. It's supposed to be set up
is.
like
Yep,
that.
it
That's
is.
the way
Even
it's supposed to go.
girl, yes,
Personally,
even within our city, like they can't even drive their cars because now we have a different color boot that shows that you're not paying child support.
That is
Wait,
crazy.
what?
Yes, there's a specific.
No.
There's a. I think we have like the yellow for traffic and tickets, and then we have orange boots for men who are not paying child
No.
support.
So
No.
another way to embarrass or to, you know, and not saying the people that don't pay, you should pay your child support if that's what you've
Most
been.
definitely, you should
And
pay
if
your
you don't
child
have, if you have a
support.
problem with it, you should fight it until it's right.
Mhm.
But everybody, that's like right. That's like wearing a scarlet letter.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Everybody knows your business now. It's a point of humiliation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's move on to the next celebrity. Ladies and gentlemen, please call in 708-223-8953. Tell me I'm wrong. Come on, I need somebody to argue with. It's fun. Okay. I want to talk about the next couple. Okay, the next couple is, and I know, Daniel, you probably ain't caught up on this. Do you watch Love and Hip Hop?
I do not.
I knew you wouldn't. You just seem like the type to
I
be
Why
do
were you
like,
so proud when you said I do
I
not?
do
Very proud
not.
to say I do
I
not.
do
Only thing
not.
he was missing was the pipe in his mouth when he finished that. I do not.
Mhm.
I do not.
I'm a
And
gentleman
I
of
repeat,
leisure.
I
I do not watch. Do not watch.
I do
such-
not watch. I don't.
Love and hip hop.
Okay,
Do you do you even know how many Love and Hip Hops it is?
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
oh my God. Okay, so
have
this is
it.
when the ratchet side come out of it.
We have Atlanta, we have New York, and we have Los Angeles.
Hollywood.
Okay, I think I know some of the players here.
Okay.
I may be wrong. So.
Okay, so we got two players. I know you know one of them because
Mhm.
he was all around the world with that Kardashian chick,
Oh yes.
and they finagling. Ray J. Yeah.
Okay.
So Ray J.
He's on Love and Hip
Yes,
Hop
he's
now?
on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood
With who?
himself in the Norwoods,
Yeah.
and he got married. He just recently got married
Really?
to this young lady by the name of Princess. That's her real name, folks. Yes, it's Princess. Okay, so they just had the season finale and they showed the wedding yesterday. But the episode before, the two lovebirds were bickering about a particular matter that occurred after an argument. The argument entailed Ray J getting angry enough to the point where he bought her name as a trademark. He trademarked her name and bought her name.
They were a couple and then they broke up.
How, Sway?
It's just like Prince. It's like Prince buying Morris Day in the Time. You know, you buy the trademark of that, the brand of that. So if she went out and did a princess panty line, then he would be the
Getting
sole
paid
proprietor
off of
of that
it.
name,
Oh
Mhm.
my goodness.
and she would have to seek permission, and in fact, at times, lease that name in order to use it for
To
her
use her
brand.
entire name.
So check it. Is that not a way to get back at somebody like for real on the money end? Did it out of spite.
Out of spite.
How you feel about that?
And still has it.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, I'm trying
You
to
just
say I'm
owned
too
your
much.
wife. Like,
I
if you
do.
think about it,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
slavery
that's
in so many
slavery.
ways.
That's like okay. It's like wrestling. Like in the wrestling business, um, let's say the WWE own the trademark name to the wrestler that it might not be their real name,
Right,
but they own that name.
right.
They get paid off that name, and
Absolutely.
they can't take that name anywhere else at
Yes,
all.
sir. That's the same
Same
thing.
concept.
Same concept.
It's like he owns the character princess,
Right.
Mhm.
and if it's her likeness
Yes, her image.
and her image and
Anything
her
with her name on
anything
it.
with her name or style or likeness, he gets paid. Number
He
one,
gets paid.
he gets paid, and
Mhm.
number two, she could not go to any future endeavors openly without consulting with him or getting permission from him. Wow,
Yep. Yep. So
wow.
it's just like
I
it's
didn't even know it would think about it in that depth, but
no, nothing she could do in
she
this
can't do
universe
it. Wow.
would not entail him.
Wow. Okay.
So
Yeah, that's
I mean,
cold,
and
man.
I was thinking like, I'm like, and then you still married this dude. Like that's like he literally owns you. You don't even have to have a marriage license. Like,
Nope.
dude,
Mhm.
Nope.
he owns your name.
That's
You
cold.
are Kizzy.
That's
Okay?
cold.
you you are officially a Roots character. You've been owned.
I'm not gonna lie. That's real cold. And I feel like I halfway feel like he felt I halfway feel like he had that plan like from the get go. Like even mad or not, like he had that plan, and I feel like he wanted to do something like that with Kim. Where he didn't know that she was gonna get so popular.
I think that he knew. I think that he knew that because he's arrogant enough to believe that a sex
Absolutely.
tape that
Mhm.
he was
Yeah.
on would be,
Absolutely.
a hit, even though it wasn't that good. Don't ask me how I know.
I know I saw it.
It was like,
I'm not gonna even
I'm
it
front.
was
sorry.
horrible.
I
It
saw
was
it.
it was horrible. Okay, but I digress. It's a certain point where I think that just crossed the line. I think that was like the ultimate get back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't think of anything else. You had to literally tell this girl, okay, no matter what, you still mine, and I got the
Right.
papers to show it.
And he pretty much just told her how dumb she is too.
And
Like it's almost like I think
Oh,
you're
princess.
competent, you're incompetent, and you don't even know what I'm about to do.
Now then she flips around, and before they got married, he presented a prenup to her.
Oh no.
And she said, well, I don't think that we should do that because we're in love, blah, 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 blah. And he winds up ripping it up in front of everybody at the engagement party, right?
Mhm.
But when she starts to feel some kind of way, she goes behind his back
And she
and,
gets her own
and she gets her
prenup.
own prenup.
Really?
So my
But
question about the
According to
prenup
the
thing
show.
is,
Because we
my
got to remember,
thing,
this is a show, but
it is a
according to the
show
show, but
because it could have been done in different order, right?
right.
But regardless, she went and he was unaware of her going.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, okay, to what extent do we go? Like, I mean, how far does love take us, before it becomes a non-factor when it comes to finances? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
well, it's hard to say because when you're dealing with TV, you're already dealing with an extra type of thing. Like when you're dealing with TV, you're dealing with theatrics,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of this could have had a lot to do with theatrics as well, just for the camera alone, because we all know that it's a reality show. It's not really a reality
It's not
show.
really reality. We know that.
So
But what's real is that he did trademark
he
her
did do
name. We
that.
can't
That
change
is
that.
real.
That
That's
happened.
real.
Right. So when it comes down to like the real world relationships, as I would like to say, when it comes down to money, I'm always a big factor is using marriage as a business. At the end, in hindsight, it's not just about love and happy flowers and arguments. It's a business. You got to run a business together. You have to work out finances. You have to plan for future stuff. You have to make projections.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's all kinds of things that go on. You have to literally be an accountant when it comes to certain things.
And it's a good thing that you say that. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I'm telling you right now, finances is one of the major things that cause
Breaks up.
divorces. I'll tell you that right now. It's a true story.
But I also wonder, when you said accounting, you triggered something. And I shouldn't have interrupted. I apologize. But I was thinking about the fact that, it's a lot of times where there are situations where, one counterpart is better than the other.
Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
when
very
did you
true.
get to a point? Because, a lot of men, and I'm stereotyping on a basis of women being able to handle finances, they think that we're more spenders than we are, more consumers than we are,
Savers. Yeah.
savers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then on top of that, the man also has the initial notion that he is the breadwinner or the provider of the family. So he should, in essence, you would naturally think if he's the provider, then he's going to handle the dollars. But what if the husband is just terrible? That's not the word I was going to say. I just stopped myself from cursing. But he's just absolutely terrible at financing, and the wife is the better person. She don't even have to be an accountant professionally, but she's just good at stashing the cash and paying the bills.
I guess that's where trust comes into play within the marriage, because it's for the man to just, okay, like, I'm the provider, I know this is what my role is, but I need a wife to
You need the
spread
O.
it out. Yeah. No, like, seriously, because just like that's what you marry your partner for. You all supposed to make each other better. Or it's just like with finances, you got to know which person who's the better at taking care of the finances, even though I'm the one that's taking care of the money. And I'm single, but I just would think this is what's happening. I know married people have problems with money, but it's just like, come on, like, we got to bend this pride and figure out who's better at saving the money or getting the money together.
Or taking care of the business.
Mm-hmm.
Agree.
Do you believe in separate accounts?
I believe in separate accounts. I believe in a joint and a separate account.
What?
Same. A joint and separate account are.
I believe in what works.
Yeah, whatever
If
works.
you
right.
got a joint account and y'all paying bills and everybody's kosher, then do it. But if one's whack with the bills, the other one needs to get his own account.
But as someone who's married, how would a joint and separate account feel? Does that feel like?
Well, a joint account really should work.
money?
Okay, this is how I was taught. My granny, my nana, the original Frankie, she told me that what you should do with a joint account, and I don't know if you would agree with this, but husband puts his pot in, wife puts her pot in, right? Bills are paid out, and then whatever's left, depending on how y'all, he may make more money, so you might set the percentage higher where he pays out more bills than you do, or you might just put everything in one pot and then divide whatever's left.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much what she would tell me to do, and then get a savings account, and then don't tell them where it is, and then
And then a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh, rainy day stash.
Right.
and then find a place in the wall that's hollow.
Uh-huh.
It's my nana. Don't trip.
Hey, hey.
The original Frankie.
Look.
A wall.
Well, I agree.
A
I agree
hole in
with
the
that.
wall that's hollow.
I think basically that joint account can be for two reasons. It can be for whether you guys take trips together, and it can be for bills. Then separately, if you have your own account, that's just your own account. It's whatever whatever you choose to put.
Do you
put it
tell your
towards.
partner what's in that other account?
No. Why?
You don't. You do you tell your partner
Like the
what's in that
balance?
account? Yeah,
No.
my man.
No, no. None of her business.
No, I mean,
I guess it would be like wouldn't be, especially if the joint account is where it needs to be
Yeah.
financially.
Yeah.
Okay.
who said petty? Somebody said petty. Oh, I already know. I already know. Shout out to Tasha. What's up, Kenyatta? What's up,
Oh my
Kenyatta? What's
God.
up, Joyce Parker? Base,
What'd she
what's up?
say?
Megan McNeil. What's up, Megan
What's
McNeil?
up, Megan?
We were just talking
Just
about
talking
you.
about you.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that's I mean, in essence, I think it's got to be where you're comfortable with,
Mhm.
And I think the lesson for today on the radio show is that even though we may not understand because we don't have millions and trillions of dollars, everybody's got their needs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yet. Amen. Speak that, Mr. Smoky. Mr. Smoky Sauce Barbecue. Everybody's got their point with their limits, and you just have to find out what's suitable for you. And we don't know what's going on, really, what's happening with the Blige can do situation or the Princess and Ray J situation. But in essence, when you apply it to your own life, how would you handle it? And do you have a partner that will be okay with how you handled it? That's kind of the key to this.
That's the key.
That is
Mhm.
that's the key. That's the key.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, so Daniel, how can people find you on social media?
Wow. My personal pages are just type in Daniel Hammond. You'll see me. I'm there. But then you have I am there.
I'm there.
You'll see
There.
me.
Daniel
I'm
Hammond.
there.
I'm probably the only one in Chicago. So not the only one. In Chicago.
Was that my water, Daniel?
This is my water, actually.
That might be her here.
See, look at you. Look
Oh,
at you.
okay, keep going.
Blame the black man. Look at you, girl. You can also find me on Daniel Hammond Music on Facebook, D Hammond Photography on Facebook, and Smoky Soul Barbecue Chicago on Facebook.
Okay, you got
there
November coming up for Thanksgiving. Any
Oh
specials?
man, oh yeah, absolutely. Thanksgiving and Christmas are like my biggest times of the year for my cooking. I do smoked turkeys, jerk turkeys. I do fried turkeys.
Oh.
This year's the first year I'm doing fried turkeys, so
Just don't blow up the house, okay?
I promise you I won't.
All right.
I guarantee
Good.
you I won't.
Good.
So I will have discounts on those, possibly 10 to 15% discount, depending on how fast you order, because slots will fill up.
And where can they order?
You can order. Go to Smoky Soul Barbecue Chicago on Facebook and call me at 773-234-6809. You can place your order there.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so Nycee, you got anything coming up?
As of right now, my schedule is pretty clear. So if anyone has anything out there for a singer who can sing pretty much anything,
Anything. She had fun with
Hit
us
me
at the
up.
basement.
and check out our YouTube page at the Frankie and Nycee Radio Show.
All right. That's shout out to Nycee for doing her thing with that YouTube stuff because it wasn't going to happen if I did it. Okay, so check it. I'm going to be at February 12th. November 12th. I'm thinking about my son's birthday, and his birthday is February 11th. What's wrong with me? Okay, November 12th. See that? See that right there? Frankie Park and the Gentleman at Red Star Lounge. This is our South Suburban residency. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the area and you complain too much about me performing in the city, this is your opportunity to see me in the South Suburbs.
What's the address?
2903 South Trail.
What's the address again?
2903 South Trail, Richmond Park, Illinois. Tickets are on sale now on Eventbrite.
It's
Just search.
5093 South Trail Road.
Oops, that's wrong.
Oh no.
Oh, is that right? Is it 5093? That might be right.
You gotta
5093.
You gotta turn it to.
Okay,
Hell,
what's the
y'all.
address again?
Yeah,
The address is
5093 South Trail
5093
Road.
Turn the two upside down.
That's right, too.
Christian Park,
Because it's
Illinois.
west of Cicero. So
Trying to make sure my
Did you
my
flip it?
5093, y'all.
You gotta
my
flip the two upside
co-host
down. That's
Right.
yeah.
put good
I got
plugs
dyslexia.
together.
Okay. Oh my God. 5093
5093
South Trail,
Salk Trail Road.
Richmond Park. 5093. Black owned business too, y'all.
Red Star Lounge.
Yes, Red Star Lounge. You can go to www.frankieparkersworld.com or to Eventbrite to get your tickets. Tickets in advance are $5 until November 9th. After that, it's $10 at the door, $10 online. Okay. So, and also catch me at the basement this weekend. It's crazy there.
The basement is crazy.
Where's the
Crazy.
basement?
353 West Hubbard Street. It's
Are
the
you sure?
old Rumba House.
It's
Yes.
353 West
Oh,
Hubbard
so
that's
it's
Street.
old Rumba House.
Yes.
Okay,
By
cool,
East
cool.
Bank Club.
Yeah,
I know that address because
absolutely.
that check's
All right.
nice. Okay. I'll never forget a check, a good check.
Right.
But yes, see us there. Okay. All right. Thank you for tuning in to the Frankie and Nycee radio
All right,
show.
do we have the Frankie's Top 5?
Oh, Frankie's top 5. Oh,
Yes.
snap. Okay, Daniel.
What?
He looks so scared. Yes.
We have to do
What
this. This
the
is our
hell is
tradition.
Oh, okay.
Before we get out of here. Yeah.
Okay, Frankie's top 5. Frankie's
Okay.
top 5 is pretty much your top 5 off the top of your head.
Of what?
First, whatever I tell you.
Oh no.
So you just you got to just be a little more patient, Mr. Hammond.
Uh-huh,
Okay, you
fine.
ready? Top 5 crooners of all time.
Oh, that's easy.
You knew I was going to ask you that.
That's easy. It's top 5. Start at 5 or go start at 1.
Whatever. Don't make this hard.
Okay, fine. So start at 5. Dean Martin.
Okay.
At 4, I say Nat King. No, not Nat King Cole. At 4, Michael Bublé.
Okay.
At 3, I would say Nat King Cole.
Okay.
At 2, Donny Hathaway.
Okay.
And at 1, Luther Vandross.
All right. That was easy. Okay.
Mhm.
Top 5 favorite barbecue joints in Chicagoland.
Number 5, Smoky Soul Barbecue, Chicago. Number 4, Smoky Soul Barbecue, Chicago.
Okay.
Number 3,
That's
Smoky
right.
Soul Barbecue, Chicago. Number 2, Smoky Soul Barbecue, Chicago. And number 1, did I mention Smoky Soul Barbecue, Chicago?
See, we just had
That's
another
it?
die-line moment. Did you know that we did that 3 weeks in a row? Die-line. Okay, top 5 artists on your playlist.
Oh man, that's easy too. Moonchild, King, Eric Roberson, and Fonte.
Yes.
And who did I? How many is that? 3.
Yes.
Okay. John Legend,
Okay.
and I will say Brandon Williams.
Top 5 favorite cigar shops.
Hyde Park Cigars.
Good one.
Casa de Monte Cristo.
Mm-hmm.
Up Down Cigars. And that's Hubbard Street Cigars.
One more.
I only got 4.
Okay.
Only got 4.
I'll let you slide.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say
Oh,
top
wait,
5
wait,
weed spots, but you don't
Bellagio's.
smoke weed, so that may not work. Top 5 favorite Daniel Hammond performances
Oh,
or
wow.
moments, performance moments.
Performance moments.
Yes.
Oh man, jeez, I got a lot of them.
Yes.
Okay, I did the Nat King Cole tribute.
Was that the one I was involved
Yes,
with?
that was
The
one
Grand
you sung-
Ballroom.
You sung with me at. I love that. That was great. Frankie. All right.
I love Nat King
Also,
Cole.
the Chicago Men of Soul concert was amazing.
Okay.
My very first show at the old Quattro restaurant
Okay.
was amazing, and singing with Jill Scott at what's the name place? The
Shrine. I remember that.
was amazing, and opening up for Kendrick the Family Soul on the Spirit of Chicago.
Dope.
Mm,
See how
okay.
easy that was? You just got your cherry popped on the Frankie and Nycee radio show. Thank you so much, Brother Daniel Hammond. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. We appreciate you coming on the show. Nycee, as always, it's a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure.
And next week, guess who we got next week, y'all? We got Dearania Stampley, y'all.
All right.
Grammy girl. We're going to see you next week, okay? So make sure you guys get out to vote. Thanks for tuning into the
Get
Frankie
out
and
to
Nycee
vote.
radio show. Vote.
Vote, vote, vote.
Intellectualradio.com.
For the great is great, the great at a time. I'm taking, I'm gonna take it one at a time. My mama man still behind. I'm taking, I'm gonna take it hard. It's like crazy. People know there's a just one way to go. Someone's gotta fall. Won't be me, no. I'm great is great. The champion heavyweight. Come on, come on, put the number one. Flash and fast and then the speed of light. Taking home, the bravest pain is making me look bright. Victories around, though my heart it beats like crazy. People know there's just one way to go. Someone's gotta fall. Oh, I be amazing. People know there's just one way to go. Someone's gotta fall. Oh, my heart it beats like crazy. There's just one way to go. I'm not leaving. Great is great.